Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of AAFT Unplugged. I'm your host Arohi and today we have a very special guest with us. Please welcome Charuvi Agrawal, a renowned painter, sculptor, animator and installation artist. Charuvi joins us as the Dean of the School of Animation here at AAFT, bringing her wealth of experience and passion for creativity to our academic community. Well, Charuvi is the founder of Charuvi Design Labs, a pioneering studio that blends traditional art with innovative animation techniques. Some of her most notable works include the stunning animated short film Shri Hanuman Chalisa, which won the Best Animation Film Award at the Jaipur Film Festival, and the Shri Hanuman Suspended Sculpture, a remarkable foot installation made of 26,000 bells showcased at prestigious venues like the Indira Gandhi National Centre for Arts and Select City Walk. Charuvi's contributions to the world of animation and visual arts has earned her recognition in the Limca Book of Records. She has also been a part of creating the animated series The Legend of Hanuman, which premiered on Disney Plus Hotstar in 2021. And her exhibitions such as the Thali Bajao Praxinoscope and Shakti Fair and NGMA have left a lasting impact in the art world. With her expertise, Charuvi is now at the helm of AAFT's animation program, where she is excited to mentor and guide the next generation of animators and artists. Hi Charuvi, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much.
So Charuvi, to begin with, please tell us about your journey. How did you decide to enter into this field of animation?
So, if I recall, I actually grew up in a family which was deeply rooted in art and culture. And one of the most cherished memories of my childhood was my parents painting together a canvas. And from there, there was a constant support in art. And besides that, they also exposed me to performing arts, which was music, instruments, singing, and various forms of performance arts, classical dance. And all of this had an extremely profound impact on me. So that's where it all started, and I always knew that I shall be a part of some form of art. I wasn't sure that's going to be moving art, but I always knew it had to be art for sure. And that's where it sort of narrowed down to animation.
And your work that shows a blend of traditional Indian heritage with this modern digital world. So from where did you pick this unique style of yours?
So, to be very honest, we all have grown up with this rich cultural Indian heritage around us. And that was the basis for me. And my aim was always, how do I translate these stories more emotively in various formats, whether it's animation or it's immersive form of storytelling, which could be an installation or interactive media. So the format was endless. But that was always the goal, that how do I, convey, translate traditional Indian aesthetics through contemporary tools. And that's where all of this came about. That's where Hanuman Chalisa came in and the multi-sensorial show came about. So that was the genesis.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. And also Charuvi, now that you're joining us as the Dean of the School of Animation, what do you think, what do you envision for the students who are entering into this industry?
So, I truly feel that the students today should not feel that animation is just a career. It is all about an art form itself. It's about discovering themselves. It's a very, very powerful storytelling tool.
Yeah.
And I wish to build an ecosystem where students should have the freedom of not even just mastering the craft, but also finding their expression, finding their own voices of storytelling, which is truly, truly required. And when it comes to education side per se, I would say that what is truly required besides technical education is foundation of arts. So that particular foundation is the core requirement which is needed for our students.
So Charuvi, you've worked on so many projects, different ones. Any one particular one which is very close to your heart?
I think I've loved all my projects so far, but one truly that is very, very close to my heart would be the Hanuman Chalisa, of course. The reason why is it's a long story. It started out with the animated film, which was about 13 minutes long.
Okay.
And this is way back in 2013. I created the film, which was supposed to be a commercial venture, but it sort of transformed into a personal passion project. And when I landed up with the project, which was supposed to be commercial but became personal, I was left with no opinion, no option, but I had to figure out ways of promoting itself. And that's when I first figured out, I could actually create a complete multisensorial show, which could encompass all sorts of formats. And this is where I could truly blend art and technology along with storytelling. So I have few things that I can show you over here. So it started off with the film, of course, and then there was an offshoot of a sculpture which was 25 feet in height.
Yeah.
It was made of 26,000 bells. And then they came, so there was another inspiration which sort of, hit me, which was carver. So this is what a carver really is. They are called these are called god boxes basically, and they are very small relatively. And this is a way to narrate various stories. And this is an art form from Rajasthan. So these god boxes became a source of inspiration that, why not we sort of create them, sort of visualize them into large shrines. And it could be all hand painted, but actually showcase the story of Hanuman Chalisa with real shells, with actual physical belongings, more on the lines of Cabinet of Curiosity, which becomes interactive. So you are actually in front of a huge shrine, which is all hand painted, hand illustrated. And you can actually pick up every single piece which is connected to the story and sort of physically feel it and keep it back. It could be Ram Setu stone, it could be jewelry that Hanumanji was wearing, which was sort of part of the animated film. So all of this became, an experiment for me. And besides the carver, we came up with merchandise. So that truly satisfied me. And that was the first time where I began to explore and experiment a lot with various mediums. Digital being the main core, and from digital film itself, the story, these various facets, fragments started coming into picture.
Great. I mean, this is a lot of creativity which I see here. Absolutely stunning and
Thank
amazing.
you. And imagine this was back in 2013.
Okay, so Charuvi, now that you are working with us as the industry dean, what are your, what do you think, in fact, should be the essential skills which the student should possess?
So, technical goes hand by hand. I mean, tools are ever evolving, they are dynamic in nature. But what truly is very important is the artistic capabilities. And these abilities are really required, and which I have been, talking about for ages, is the strong foundation. And these strong foundations are the core essence for any film. So which basically is, your compositions, play of light and shadow, how to bring about emotions in a good story. And this is where they will really understand that, technology is a tool, but what really requires is the core essence for any filmmaking. So that is something which is really crucial. And of course, they have to be very open to learning. So as animation students, I would really go about saying that be very collaborative, of course, but also what is very important is be very open and aware about what's happening around you.
Great piece of advice, Charuvi. Also, this industry is ever evolving because it is related to technology, and technology, keeps on evolving.
Very true.
So sometimes the students might just get, overwhelmed with this. So your advice to them on this part?
So, technology would always be ever changing. It's very dynamic, but I would definitely tell the students that be very curious, be open to learning, of course, which I said before. But it's okay to be overwhelmed. Just relax, take a breather. Animation is very demanding. I mean, there's no denying of the fact. But what is very crucial is to remain focused on growth. And there's always this this thing inside us that we compare ourselves too much.
Yes.
So you should stop comparing yourself with the others. But what you should really compare is of your past work with the present. Has it really improved? And networking, lastly. So if you could network with industry professionals, that would be fantastic. And do not have the fear of going to them and asking just a simple question. I mean, the worst one could have is a no. But what's the harm of hearing a no?
Okay, so when you say do not compare yourself, but this is such a competitive
It
field.
is a competitive field.
Yeah.
But when you're learning, I would say do not compare yourself with others.
Okay.
I always, even when I was growing up as a filmmaker or a student of animation or art, I would always go back and look at my artworks which I had done in first year.
Okay.
And compare it with my fourth year. I can always compare with what my classmate is doing, but have I individually grown in my skill set? That would only happen if I look at my past works.
Right.
So personal growth is very important. I mean, personally, that's what I feel. I mean, discouragement is something that we need to be away from. In order to, sort of motivate yourself, that's the only way to motivate. That I need to get better in what I'm doing right now.
So we hear a lot of technical and creative aspects of your work. Anything which is central to your creative aspect?
Everything has to start with a strong conceptualization. So, and that's the part for any creative filmmaking, whether it's an artwork, painting, sculpture, or an immersive space, or a series. It has to start with strong pre-production. It could be as simple as, a paper and a pen, where it starts with doodles, drawings, and then the moment you jump into the script phase, we go into character development.
Okay.
The tool actually comes much later.
Much later. Right.
Yeah.
So, because there's a fear now with the AI coming in, people are fearing, that their jobs might be taken away.
Correct.
So what could be the, a thing in the animation sector? Do you see something of this sort happening here as well?
So the jobs will not be taken away of people who are creatively aligned. So typically what the problem is going to be, the tool operators are going to be removed from the system.
Okay.
And that's what AI is doing. It's a tool. So AI is able to, increase our efficiency. Something that was taking, for example, 7 days, it's able to do 3 days. But eventually there is human intervention required. People who are able to adapt to AI are able to yield better results. If I do not have a good foundation, I cannot create a story from AI. So my bases have to be in place. So, and that's the reason why I keep saying that, tools will always change. For example, Photoshop came in, we had traditional painters. Artists who digitally adapted themselves in Photoshop were the ones who could go forward.
Yeah.
So it's all about adapting and going forward. People who will refuse to adapt are the ones who are going to have the toughest, not toughest, I would say, would have a difficult time.
Yeah, they'll be left behind.
They'll be left behind. But the tech can only take you forward this much. It's the creativity which will take you forward much more.
So now we have a next section coming up, and this is a rapid fire round. So should we start? Ready?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Favorite animated film of all time?
So this was my childhood film. It's called Beyond Time, if I'm not wrong. It's a 1988 production. It's completely hand animated, traditionally animated.
Okay.
It's adventure on dinosaurs.
Okay.
And the reason why it's my favorite, I really wanted to share that also, because this is where I understood what is grief and sorrow. Because it's a young dinosaur that loses his mother.
Okay.
And I was barely 6 years old when I saw the first animated feature length film.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, digital or traditional art?
Digital.
Okay. So the most challenging part of the creative process?
The most challenging part of the creative process is to get your creative vision across your entire team members. It could range from 10 people to 100, and that's where truly it's challenging, because how clear you are with your communication skills, your direction. So I would say that is the most challenging part for me.
Sculpture or animation?
Animation.
A source of inspiration you turn to?
Paintings.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I mentioned that.
You're a morning person or a night owl?
Night owl for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can work like
Oh
the
yeah,
entire
because
night?
it's peaceful. I mean, there's absolutely no one around you, so that's the reason why I would prefer night.
Okay. One word to describe your art style.
Okay, now that is a tricky one. I would say it's ever evolving, experimental.
Most inspiring city you visited.
So, if it comes to, the rich heritage, it's not a city, it's Hampi, the town of Hampi.
Okay.
So I would say that has been most inspiring. And if I would say nature, then it's Cape Town in South Africa.
Okay, a tool you can't work without.
Paper and a pencil.
Old school type.
Old school time.
Okay, your dream project or collaboration.
So that's yet to happen. A bigger and much more experimental, immersive show that we are wanting to host, hopefully very soon. And more, I would say, series are there in the pipeline.
Wow, great. I think we are looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Same here.
Great. Well done, Charuvi. I think that was very interesting.
I hope I scored well.
Yes, you did. So thank you, Charuvi, for sharing your insights into this program. And to all our students and learners, it was very inspiring, this podcast with Charuvi, and her journey has been truly remarkable. And I'm sure her words will resonate with all of you alike. And we are so lucky to have you here as the Dean of the School of Animation.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for, shooting at CDL House. I mean, this is much more of a comfort zone.
Yeah, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So thank you, Charuvi, for inviting us over to your Charuvi Design Labs. I must say it's a pretty and creative space that you've created.
Thank you so much.
And I would be very, excited to see certain things which I can see lying here. If you could take us through that.
Yeah, please, let me show you around. There are a lot of prototypes of artworks and animation, all of it. Let me just show you around.
Please, I would be more than happy.